consultations, and we do a lot of business talk and just uplifting and teaching people that's up and coming artists the game somewhat. And it's like we had to tell them the same thing. These people didn't know about owning their masters and going back and getting a copy of the music, to where they can have it. And it's like a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. How it works.
Well. Here's the thing. Now, what I learned. Okay, when you put a record out, say when you go to the studio, put a record out, and this is what they tell me. This is where I listen at. You put a record out. When you put that record out, the main thing you do is cover yourself both ways. Make sure it's BMI ASCAP. Go for the monetize move because all these is checks that are come in under the royalty status. It's our statute. You monetize BMI ASCAP, performance. All of them got boxes on there. Check everything, get your serial numbers, everything, so you can be covered on your end.
Right.
And then when you do beats and you get them, the thing is called a work for hire. I'm giving all these artists, if they watching or when they watch, I'm giving you the free game. Never do a lease beat, do a work for hire. That's what it's called. You buy a beat, it's called a work for hire agreement with you and the person that made the beat. You hire them to work for you, you hire them to work, and then you bought the beat. That's called a work for hire. So you own it, you ain't got to worry about nobody coming back saying, well, I made this beat, this was mine, he leased it from it, all that. No, I got the paperwork, it's a work for hire, I bought this. So it's like the old saying, documentation be conversation any day. Let them artists know that.
Thanks.
That's good game. That's good game. That's good game.
Hold on.
That's I think I'm gonna take a sip to that. Go ahead. Hey,
well, look, let me get mine now too.
That's a good game. Now look, you work with Master P, No Limit. You did that. It went well. You got some people signed. You did your thing. Now you're over at PTE, the label. What was the transition of working with somebody that's direct like P and somebody like the other CEO, Money Mike?
CEO Miami Mike is, these people be like big time, rich, but their heart is fun and full of gold. Like they really good dudes because he moved on me pretty quick. So once he discovered me, he hit me up, we talked. He said, look, I'm the one that signed I Heart Memphis, had the song Hit the Quad and big record back then. And he's like, right now, the pipeline, the Soldier Boy is me. Like he is the one you gotta go through if you want to book Soldier Boy. It ain't nothing going past him. And also me being up under him, he had to introduce me to all the stuff that they deal with. Like he's a tech giant. They make those like tech chips and stuff for these Game Boys and all that. These dudes is into everything. This dude on all that soap you see in Bed Bath and Beyond and car washes, that liquid stuff. That man owns the whole factory. I sat there and watched it. Every color, every smell, green, pink, lavender, white, all that. Man, it's a woman's dream, a world. Like it's like he got that soap. Like, and he introduced, he showed me, and I went in there. I seen the factory. He got 18 wheelers. He got tour buses. I'm talking about brand new. Like this dude was genuine. And once he introduced me to all that, he said, now let me take you out on your first tour under us, which is the Millennium Tour.
Yeah.
When I went on there, I got introduced to a whole new group of people that I never thought I'd meet. You can see them on TV and do this and that, but actually to say, okay, this is my, and he's not afraid to introduce you. That's what I like about it. He's genuine, this is Dollar Bill. Like when we went up on the tour, when I first got there, he said, meet me over on this side. And I got there, all them, big promoters out there, man, we don't know. Blah, blah, blah. He said, man, that's my A&R, dude. Woo, woo, woo. Man, they was like, move. They moved. When I was in there, now every show I went on from her, it was like, there go Dollar, like he cool. But then come to find out, I know the dude who's doing the whole tour. Man, he said, what you doing? I said, over with man. And then it turned into a fun shop then. Man,
Right.
I said, come on, I'm running around with this dude from out of Houston's a millions of dollars. He does all these like outside festivals like the summer jams, the whatever the 90s, the 80s, all that different things. It's just one dude doing that.
So
He's
what was it
killing
like for you? What was it like for you taking that all in and that experience, going through the tour, going to get the tour to the Soap Factory, going on a Millennial tour? How was that for you?
it was relaxing to me because I'm used to seeing stuff that's good instead of me overexciting myself. Now, if I meet somebody I always wanted to meet on the bucket list, now I tell you one person I met that was really, really genuine, and you'd have thought that we knew each other. He was cool. Smokey Robinson. Man, I
Really?
seen Smoke. Oh man, I seen old Smokey.
What?
Man, I said, dude, you been on my bucket list. He said, man, I ain't dead yet. I ain't dead. Like his picture, you know, I'm gonna post it on my IG tonight of me and him. Like, cause as somebody, when you touch Smokey and you look at the picture, how genuine it is, with his arm right around on my shoulder. I done touched Michael, Donna Ross, the Varner sisters, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, whoever else that was in Motown, I touched them.
Yeah.
When he touched me, and I went on did the little shockwave. I mean, you just gotta feel it. Like that's just when you meet them people like that, it's like wow. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at this man like I can sit there and talk to him forever.
Yeah.
He said, man, I got a show to do tonight. We talk about 20, 30 minutes. And then he's like, nice meeting you and this and that, man. And then I ain't saying nothing. He said, come on, let's get a picture. We took a couple pictures and that killed that. So me meeting and done met a lot of people, you know, I done got so much comfortable with it now when I see him, it's like, dang, go your boy. But my mind is freaking out, but my inner outside of me is like, yeah, man, whatever. You know, I'm calm. But in
Yeah.
my mind, I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh, wee. You know, I want this photo shot. I want, I want this picture. But
Yeah.
then in this music game, you gotta watch out for people that don't want to see you make it too. There's a
Yeah.
whole lot of that on this conversation that could be brought out. You gotta watch out for people that don't want to see you make it because you don't give up and you still got that drive and that likable force and people deal with you and mess with you and they can't understand why they can't do it. Cause you can, man, if I did a screenshot of so many all the people in my inbox, man, how can I become in? How can I do this? Man, apply yourself first.
But
You
you know what's
know,
crazy? It's
huh?
crazy you even said that. It's crazy you said that because there's so many different levels of people that you break into. So like you got your lower level where it's crabs in a bucket mentality. Then
Right.
you move up a little bit and you think people at the top will be happy to grab you and pull you up. But bucket mentality not necessarily just applies to poverty or poor people. It's a mindset. You could be rich with a crab in a bucket mentality.
Man, you said that better than anybody else could say it. Like that's real spit, as they would say. Because here you got me. I ain't bothering nobody. I don't. The people I deal with, Vic, and you've been dealing with me from day one.
Yeah.
When y'all met me, he like, okay, I'm gonna see if dudes back. Man, when he said, man, come on down to my city.
Yeah.
At first phone call, come on down there, go in the
Yeah.
studio. Now,
You always been solid.
y'all came straight down there, had a ball, everything. Like it was
Yeah.
from A1, day one, A1. That's how it came out.
Yeah.
And that's why we still around. Cause
Yeah.
y'all real people and I'm real. Like I don't cross or burn bridges with nobody. Now
Yeah.
you got your internet people. Let me get to this. I just gotta put that out here.
Uh-oh.
You know, for the millions and the
Uh-oh.
millions of people
Uh-oh.
like that watches TV and Miss Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing with this. I ain't never, ever, 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 and I want this to be known. I've never scammed. I ain't never took money from people that shouldn't have been gave to me. And I'm gonna set the record straight on that. Artists will hit me up and I will say this. Now, if I'm wrong, Miss Dean and Vic, you tell me. Y'all be the judge and the jury.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
let's
be
get
the
it.
That's good.
Let's get it. I'm ready.
I'm
Let's
gonna be
go.
the person that put it out. You tell me. Okay. I'm on the thing. You scrolling through her and you see me. Okay, Dollar Bill, A&R. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna see my music. But you don't think what you done said in this text. Man, how can I get my music heard? Or how can you know, can